paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon it, people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
X. Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arkham Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody Ake Camelot 331 wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back it on Indiegogo, just like I have.
mine. Frodo's in the mud, drinking homemade shine. Bill was on the porch, telling tales all day long. Everything was quiet till the ring came along. Gandalf rode up on his mule named Joe. Said the ring's trouble, we gotta hit the road. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harwin's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Frodo's feeling rough, that ring's getting mean. Sam's frying up catfish, keeping Frodo lean. Boromir's all tangled, lost in the dark. Galadriel's telling fortunes in the back of her yard. Golems that were cousin me don't bring to town, but he's family, so we keep him around. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
I have read a lot of books.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring, they'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere, there's smoking rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack, we're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left, the beer and a rubber perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash, and if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd, we're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA, we fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left, this NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left, I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash, and if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left, a dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash, and if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Hey, you're finally woke. You were trying.
aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore, and we only see dicks. Has anyone noticed this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
Howdy. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the goofy ass Saturday show. We're hanging out with the boys. Gonna have a good ass time talking about a lot of stuff, including Collective Shout, including Tobias Weller, Patreon, PayPal, everything coming in. The walls are closing in. It's the end of the damn world. Very excited. So hope you guys are having a good ass Saturday. Welcome back. I missed you. I was gone for a whole day. Look at Sean over here, by the way. Even though I think it's missing one. No, there's Sean right there. Look at that. The only thing mass censorship does is provoke people. Yeah. It's the Streisand effect, okay? People think that they can like make a fuss and get games and companies and individuals canceled, and then it just ends up them becoming even more profitable at the end of it, because usually it's fake and undeserved, right? And that's kind of what the issue is always, and almost in every situation, right? So that's just how it is sometimes. Billy Hatcher with $100 super chat on a Saturday night. Hot diggity damn, boys. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I hope you can feel it, because Billy can definitely feel it. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Billy. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Billy says, Patreon's been banning accounts for no reason for years. They did this a lot with artists about 10 years ago, I think. But I hope Trump's new executive order becomes a law, because it being an executive order is kind of useless. So I hope it becomes a law soon. Yeah, we'll talk about that as well. You know, I'm not like super into politics, but Trump did sign an executive order that is pretty much aiming at organizations federally, generally speaking, to prevent people from basically being removed from their own financial issues, right? So that's what's going on right now. Thank you, Billy, for your $100 super chat. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. You are the man. Get the hell on it. Diggity doggone it. My boy coming in strong. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, strong opinions. That was a very ugly fall. I was very, very worried about that. So I was following it on Twitter. I'm glad he's all right. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. $100 super chat getting us. Let's look at the goals today. 105 out of 500 for the 493rd Naked Snake in a row. And don't forget, we're also up against the Fat Milk on a Saturday. 2 out of 10 memberships. Or 2 out of 100, sorry. So let's get the hell on it, doggone it. We're going to have a good-ass time. A good-ass time. Thank you so much, Billy. I appreciate you. Billy dropping another one? Jesus. Hot diggity damn, son. What the hell? Billy single-handedly getting us halfway to the snake that fast? Jesus, Billy. What the hell did I do to you, son? What the hell did I do to you, Billy? I appreciate you, man. Billy coming in strong. Ooh, Lord. Damn, son. The Billmeister. Collective Shout lied about GTA 5 as well, and still managed to get the game removed from Aussie shelves. Also, when will you be doing a collab with the VTuber? Lumi? Oh, I don't know. Hopefully soon. I had a lot of fun on the Art cast with her and old Ark, so I appreciate those people for inviting me. It was a lot of fun, dude. I always love doing shows, so I'm glad they hung out with me. It was awesome, dude. It was awesome. Thank you so much, you beautiful ass people. Where'd it go? Somebody do something. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Billy. The GOAT himself, Billy, leading the way as per usual. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Derek Kuda says, cockaballs. What's up, dude? How you doing? Oh, by the way, 30 likes until goal. I need you to spam the hell out them like buttons. I need to probably center myself on the screen, too. There we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Derek Kuda. Oh, Jay Adams says, please invade Canada. Sign of freedom, Canadian. I'm on my way to liberate you, my friend. I'm going to liberate you from the evil Canadians. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Do you have a furry PFP? That looks like a furry PFP, bro. What are you doing? Thank you. Jay Adams. I love you, dude. Appreciate you, buddy. Get on it, doggone it, man. Thank you. We got an orange boy, a red boy, and a blue boy, and a teal boy, a gold and a pink from a rainbow night. Big Mike says, got to flex my 69 months on y'all. Hell yeah, dude. An OG, a true OG. Thank you. But the best Goblin Cocks was great to watch you on Artcast. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It was a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun. So we got a lot to talk about today. So we're going to get into the nasty sauce and talk about. So if you guys don't remember Artcast, the PayPal was deleted with no reason given. Zero reason given for the deletion of their PayPal account. Now PayPal has finally responded and claimed it might be a mistake. You know, oh, by the way, we're gonna keep your money for 120 days, 4 months. By the way, it's just a mistake. I'm not sure how you rectify that. I'm not sure how you reconcile that. And I would think you're eligible for compensation when something like that happens, right? If something like that happens, you should be eligible for compensation 100%. 100%. Thank you so much. So let's hop right into the sauce. We got to watch some Rev. We got some other stuff to poke around at. We'll watch the Asmongold video about the executive order as well for the banks. Stuff that just has to happen. We were talking about it on Artcast, how there needs to be a digital bill of rights where people can't just make stuff up about individuals, companies, organizations and to try to hurt their shares or hurt their job opportunities. Now, obviously, there's things like libel, there's things like defamation, but those things are long and drawn out and they don't prevent the issue. So, all right, let's get the hell on it, doggone it. Thank you guys so much for all your love, all your support. We're already halfway. We're almost halfway to Naked Snake already, and we just started. Oh, my God. Beautiful people in the chat. I adore you. I appreciate you guys. So get that like button up and let's hit the big old fat 100. Oh, by the way, Jay Adams, God, I hate these real names in chat. Usually go by, hey, Jay Bird. Oh, my God, my man. My man. My man. I always forget. I'm sorry, Jay Bird. I will remember forever. I love you. I love you. Jay Bird. Oh, yeah. Chai T. What's up, baby? Thank you, Chai T. I love you. I appreciate you. $1.49 from the Chai T. So just to give you forewarning for people who are super chatting today, we're going through one of those periods and times where people are really, really, really pissed at me for whatever reasons. So if you are super chatting, you might get DMs or anonymous emails or non-anonymous emails from people threatening you if you super chat me. So get ready for that. Same thing that used to happen back in the day. But ever since I announced like the video game thing with NASCAR, people have went into overdrive. And by people, I mean one or two people. But they've started DMing people that support me like financially when it comes to anything like super chatting. Doesn't matter what it is. They'll come after you and claim that they're going to get you canceled as well and blah, blah, blah. So be warned if you're super chatting today that those people are paying attention and they want me dead, which means they want you dead. So, and speaking of wanting me dead, Billy Hatcher with another, what the hell, boy? My man. Damn. Whew. Yeah, Rage, exactly. So Rage, to give a little bit more context there. When you see things like that happening online to smaller creators like me, it's like one or two, it's always one or two people, or usually one person, but it can be one or two. Yeah, if it's like a bigger creator like Mutahar, it's different, right? So but this kind of thing happens all the time. There's nothing you can do to avoid it. So it's all good, baby. Nothing to worry about. I hope at some point we get a law that treats payment processors as a utility, because this censorship needs to stop. Also, we need to fight back against companies for taking things we buy away from us and pay you all them later after we own them for years. Yes, that's like the Preserve Games petition, right? I 100% agree with you. Now, obviously, I don't mean like a retroactive system to make online-only games like playable offline. I'm talking about games that have already existed and they're single player or whatnot, and then they just disappear off of the marketplace and you can never use them again. That stuff needs to end, obviously. So, thank you, Billy. I love you. I appreciate you, Billy. What a beautiful man. I don't even know where that gets us in super chats. Bro, we're already almost a Naked Snake. Damn, baby. Damn. Billy's 3 Red Boys has gotten us 160 away already. Thank you guys so much for all your love. I appreciate you. You see this shit about Nintendo effectively fucking over a long-running charity? Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Thank you so much, Billy. We love you. We appreciate you. Third Red Boy of the night. The guy's on fire. Oh my God, he's on fire. Thank you so much, brother. I love you. I appreciate you. Tati gifted a membership as well. Thank you. I love you. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Everybody, give Billy some love. Charles says another $2 for games for the sponsor NASCAR. Thank you, man. I will forward over the dollar bills to them immediately. Thank you, Charles. Chai T with a gifted membership. I love you. I appreciate you. Get the hell on it. Diggity dog on it. And Charles with 10 gifted memberships. Oh my God. That gets us 13 out of 100 for the Fight Milk goal of the night. Oh my God. It's happening, boys. I feel it in my bones. Thank you, Charles. I love you. Charles, the man with a plan. Billy, everybody, we are just on fire tonight. Everything on my side is looking all right. It's the Power Original Beat Boy Traditional. Kill me already. I'm ready, please. I'm ready. Oh, no. One of my old buddies that used to be in here all the time. He still pops in all the time, but yeah, they tried to get him fired and they tried to get him assaulted and they tried to dox him because he super chatted me. Pretty funny. I mean, it's not a funny act, but it's pretty funny that people like. Now, look, to be fair, it's not their fault. Like, it's usually people that are suffering from extreme mental illness, and they hyper focus on stuff like that. I mean, I get it, right? So, can't cancel the GOAT. Oh my God, there's the Gold Boy. The Gold Boy's arrived, and it's the amateur. He's obviously not an amateur. And Gold Boys, thank you, man. All right. So let's get in. 20 likes from Gold. Spam that like button if you don't mind. Helps your boy out in so many ways. Get on it, DD dog on it. They can't. I mean, April, maybe. It's very possible. All right. Let's jump into the first story of the night. So first story is Artcast. And so we're going to look at his tweet. So I made a video about this the other day that did pretty good. The new algorithm's kind of finicky, so everything's kind of you can tell things are starting to come back randomly. It's very interesting how it all works. But here's the PayPal notification or the update from Artcast, who had his PayPal deleted for no reason other than being critical of MasterCard and Visa and the whole the Online Safety Act. So Artcast says right here, another update on my PayPal situation. PayPal have told me that I will get my account back, that it was deactivated over an error, but they have no idea when I get my account back. Shocking. They have no idea when the account's coming back. You know what's weird to me? Like, Twitter will do this, YouTube will do this. They'll be like, hey, by the way, we've identified the issue with your account. And you're like, yay, cool. And they're like, we don't know when we'll resolve it. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. You know what's wrong. But interesting. Paul McDermott says you want 100 gifted. Don't you have to take a piss test for whiskey? You can drink, man. It's not illegal to drink, baby. All right. All right. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Billy Hatcher, Pink Boy. And there it is. It's a rainbow night, I think. Yes, it's a rainbow night with Jay Bird's Orange Boy. Hot diggity damn. My Pink Boy for the night. Also, I need to hope the speedrunning community bans Nintendo games from future charities because of that shit show. They become an evil villain. Wow. Well, I just don't think they care, Billy. Right? The hardest thing to cancel, even if it's rightfully done so, are when organizations just don't give a fuck. Right? And that's Nintendo. They don't care because people continue buying their products, right? Like if the consumer continues to stand in line and buy your products, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing, right? Unless they see a negative financial backdraft, they're not going to care, right? Thank you, Billy. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Billy the Kid. 350 not just from Billy. That's crazy. Billy has 90% of the super chats tonight. Jesus, Billy. Whoa. Oh. Tiger Creek Techie says getting canceled means you're doing it right. Well, that's how it works. Right? That's how it works. So thank you, Tiger Creek Techie. Love you, dude. I appreciate you. All right. So as you've seen, the Artcast has updated the PayPal situation, but that's not all. That's not all, because another creator has been taken down from PayPal and Patreon. And we're going to watch this right now so you guys can get a feel of what's going on here. So check this out. Where is it at? Oh, it's over here. Wait, what the hell? Hold on. Oh yeah, I had it pulled up on my computer downstairs. Oopsie. I'm never up here. I'm always downstairs. All right. So first and foremost, we're going to jump into the Rev the debacle. We might talk about iDubbbz, but maybe not. It kind of feels like punching down, even though iDubbbz is technically a large creator. It kind of sad. You know, it feels like punching down because he's so dumb. He's just so, it almost feels like it's not even real, like he's playing a long form joke, you know? That's what it feels like to me anyway. But at any rate, let's jump into the sauce. Make sure you like the stream. We're almost to 115 away. Get on it, diggity doggone it, boys. All right. Here we go. Try and do that with your bank for fun. Yeah, I made a mistake. Don't know what I'm paying you. Yeah, exactly. Beast breast milk ice cream. When are we going to get fat milk ice cream? Oh shit. Could you imagine? That's one of my most hated things is alcoholic ice cream. I know a lot of people like that stuff. It is, I don't get it. I'll never understand it. Sorry. I'll just never understand. All right, boys, here we go. Rev is back to give us the deets. I always trust Rev's reporting. Oh my God. Here we go. So you guys ready? Are you ready? Make sure you like the stream. 11 away from the big old fat 100 like goal. Thank you, Donna. Time flies. It's been over a year. Thank you, Donna. I love you. Appreciate you. So don't forget, where are we at in the Naked Snake Fund? A homeless snake near you. Right there. 401 out of 500. Oh my God. I just want to know Cody's take on engagement ring post on Twitter. Danger Toast. I don't know, man. I don't really have an opinion. I tend to think when it comes to stuff like that, unless it's like a wedding photo or something, I don't know, man. It's hard to say, dude. It's really hard to say. If the caption is wholesome, I think it's fine. But sometimes the captions are really silly.
Here. So today,
should probably turn the audio on, huh?
Once again, talk about censorship-related issues. Now, over the past couple of weeks, we've spent a lot of time talking about collective shouts, as well as payment processors like Visa and MasterCard. Now, today we're going to go a little beyond those groups, but I wanted to
look at this. It says change.org removes the petition against collective shout, and they blocked and removed the petition to end collective shout censorship. It's almost it can't be coincidental that every single organization is falling in line, right? Every single organization is falling in line to the T, all toeing the line. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it strange to you? It's very strange, man. Very, very strange.
Start off by talking about the most recent development, and then we'll get into the main topics for today. And as always, in case you're not familiar with the new changes on YouTube, even if you watch a video in its entirety, your view might not count unless you're a quote-unquote engaged viewer, aka someone who likes, comments, or subscribes. So doing those actions helps your view count and helps promote my video and spread the message, like we're going to talk about today, involving censorship-related concerns. Now,
that's just another aspect of what's going on right now. YouTube is tightening the grip. They have a new algorithmic update. If you're not aware, that if you do not actively chat, if you do not comment, if you do not watch for a certain period of time, or you do not like the stream or video you're watching, it actually does not count your view anymore because it has to be an engaged view. It's the exact same thing that every corporate company I've ever worked for has done, right? Eventually, they got to a point where if a customer bought something that had a decent profit margin, even that didn't matter, right? You had to force something on them. You ever wondered why when you go into GameStop or any place of that matter, but specifically GameStop, the employee violently tries to upsell you on shit you don't need? It's because they'll get fired otherwise. Because you buying something doesn't help them. It may technically help the company when it comes to profit margin, but the company doesn't care about that, right? They don't give a shit. They care about their metrics that they can sell to shareholders. That is it. So that's how it works, man.
Said we're going to start with collective shout. There was a petition on change.org where there was hundreds of thousands of signatures on a petition going after that group, a group of feminists in Australia pushing for censorship, not just in their country, but across the globe. And they have been very...
What is the deal with Australia? Is there anybody from Australia in here? I know a few of you are from Australia. Why you guys suck ass? Can you guys answer? Somebody answer to me why Australia sucks cheeks. I'm generalizing all of you. No, I'm not sure what's going on, right? I'm not sure why everything terrible comes from Australia. Australia is one of the only countries that we kind of know of that hit the mainstream as far as building quarantine camps to lock people that tested positive for COVID in camps. And they weren't allowed to have phones. As soon as pictures started coming out, they all had their phones confiscated and shit. Yeah, okay. Australia wild as hell. I mean, technically it started as a penal colony, right? So that makes sense. But still, like, damn, boy. Australia wild as hell. Wild. Vegemite, please. What's wrong with them, Mark? What's wrong with them? Because they're pretentious. Yes, Sean, exactly. Billy with a gold boy says, I'm also starting to think that the payment processors are in support of movies like Cuties and Hate Sexy Women in movies. Also, change.org is a useful site for petitions. Yes, I agree. One of the more disturbing films that has ever came out. And now when that film came out, like the director was talking about how it was a coming of age story, right? And then after tons of backlash, she claimed it was to bring awareness of the sexualization of young girls. And her excuse as to why the film depicted what it did with actual children, like actors, like real people, is because they wanted to bring awareness to it. So they did it for hours in a film. That was weird. But a lot of people loved it for some reason. I don't know why. But I only ever saw the clips that I think Moist Critical showed when he did a video years ago about it. It's a pretty weird freaking film, dude. So I've never been into into shit like that. But yeah, I was like, as soon as I saw one clip, I was like, well, I'd never watch that. All right, it's weird. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Billy says, Aussies have the dumbest politicians and worst feminists, just like the UK. Trying to force electric cars on Aussies. We don't want them. No more. I don't want your fake car. I want the real one. You give me the real car now or I riot. I also agree with that sentiment. It's an Alabama thing, obviously. It's a lot of things, you know. Thank you, Billy. Again, Billy is just slinging tonight. Damn, Billy, what's up? All right, let's go.
Successful recently with their new campaign where they put pressure on payment processors like Visa and MasterCard, which then in turn causes platforms like Steam or itch.io to censor or ban related games that are featuring adult content.
When Rev says itch, is he talking about Twitch? I don't know for sure. I might be being real dumb right now, but that's what I always kind of picked up on because I don't know what itch is, but I could be wrong.
Or really anything that is
no. Okay, I am wrong. Congratulations. 2 likes from 100, boys. Hot diggity damn. We slogged there. We're slogging. Get that like button and let's crush that. Itch is a game store. Thank you, Toothless. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm learning so much more.
Problematic in the eyes of these groups like Collective Shout. But anyways, this is the quick update. The change.org petition involving Collective Shout has been removed. Yes, this is very spooky stuff because at the end of the day, pretty much anything can exist on change.org. You could start a petition for pretty much anything at this point, and I'm sure it will be left standing. But this one...
Petitions don't mean anything. To be fair, I mean, I get the idea behind change.org, and it's more about bringing, situations to light, getting more information, more eyeballs on a certain thing. But I just don't think they really serve a purpose. I think getting outrage on Twitter is more important than a petition. You know, which is kind of sad to say. I mean, there's been issues where UPS just won't deliver an item and it'll get stolen, and UPS will tell you to kick rocks, right? They will literally tell you to kick rocks. And you'd be like, well, that sucks. And then you post it on Twitter and it goes viral. And then UPS is like, we'll give you money. We promise. We sorry. Right? It just takes the attention.
One involving Collective Shout has been taken down. Little suspicious if you ask me. But of course, like I said, that's the only real news we have with Collective Shout today. but there's a lot of censorship related concerns involving other platforms, beginning with Adobe.
Uh-oh.
So we had this Japanese artist saying this: I was uploading not safe for work illustrations to Adobe Cloud, and my account got banned without any prior warning. If I had known they were even monitoring the cloud like some kind of censorship, I wouldn't have trusted Adobe in the first place. I'm in the middle of filing an appeal, but if this doesn't work out, I might have to ditch Adobe altogether. They're just too high-handed. Here's the breaking free from Adobe. And you can see the message down.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like every app, every website, every like drive, every cloud is like overtly censoring everybody as hard as possible, all at the same time. All at the exact same time. As soon as it was announced the Online Safety Act was being implemented in the UK, at the same time, everybody starts getting banned from every single app over not safe for work images or what have you. Keep in mind, you're totally okay. You're totally okay with, paying for OnlyFans or looking at porn on OnlyFans. That's totally fine. Don't worry about that. But for God's sakes, anything else, you know what I'm saying? Anything else. It's insane. It's insane, dude. It's getting crazy, man.
On here, but basically Adobe is joining in the censorship crusade where they're now watching what you do in the cloud and banning artists for their adult content, which seems a bit dystopian.
Yep.
Not too surprising given the current landscape we're facing right now, but very disturbing stuff. And we see this guy right here. Okay, Zenko, who is a Japanese politician, he says this in the quote, saying, reports of censorship in Japan. It has been reported that after uploading not safe for work illustrations to Adobe's cloud service, the account was frozen without prior notice and the appeal was rejected. It is no exaggeration to say that even the contents of the cloud are now being monitored.
That's the weirdest thing too, because for a fact that these illustrations that are not safe for work are no worse than an absolute lukewarm anime that is available on like Crunchyroll right now, right? It's just there's something going on, and it's kind of hard to explain it. It's like this weird pendulum shift from the deep state, the dark banks. Sergeant Dexter Griff, I read your message. That's insane. That's crazy, man. That's wild, man. Yeah, dude, prayers for sure. Prayers. There's a lot of weird stuff happening in racing with Connor today, and just, man, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. All right, here we go. Enjoy. What did you say about the book? Zan says, enjoy your RNA infused bug burgers and the gulags, bro. No, not the bug burgers, please.
Yeah, well, this individual, by the way, Japanese politician who is anti-censorship, not just for Japanese content, but globally. This guy's doing a very great job, and I am very thankful for his work, and I'm glad to promote the guy as well. But he made another post, this time involving the Pixiv subreddit, saying this: I received a report from someone in the United States that the subreddit related to Pixiv on Reddit
It's happening all over the globe, and we're still under this weird illusion that all of our governments are separate, and it's totally fine. We all have our own individualistic rights. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Okay, there's nothing to see here. Move along. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. 80 away from Naked Snake, by the way. 86 memberships and 90 super chat, and we're there, boys. Both of the goals. The 2030 reset, it's coming, boys. It's coming. No one is safe, and it's actually interesting because you don't really self-reflect, right? So like I'm like sitting here, and after I get off a stream, I'm like, hey, that was a good stream, it was a fun stream, and then I think to myself, I'm like, wait a second. I was just talking about this. Am I going to get banned next? Who's next, right? Who's next? It's wild, dude. It's absolutely wild. Thankfully, those things don't really stress me out that much. I'm like, well, I'll just go chop a log, bro. I don't really care. But you get how it works, right? Ethan Klein's the hero we deserve. What's up, Richard? How you doing, buddy? You big old bitch. Make sure you guys like the stream, please. Spam that like button as hard as you can. Every like on there means a lot right now with the algorithm. I don't know what YouTube's doing, but they are going hard. So give it a good old fashioned squeeze for your boy in blue. Literally. Thank you.
Suddenly been banned. The reason is still unclear, but since it was used as a platform for interaction among Pixib's overseas users, there is concern that this could lead to a decline in Pixib's ability to reach audiences outside Japan. It's apparently quite rare for a subreddit related to a major site to be banned. Reddit may not be familiar in Japan, but it is a major bulletin board service in English-speaking regions.
Shocking.
I told you guys, Pixiv was one of the many platforms that are very popular in Japan.
Now, to be fair to Reddit, they also banned like anti-fat Reddit and like the subreddit for fat hate or something. I don't remember. And I'm like, that's totally okay to not like fat people. Come on. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. If I gained 400 pounds, I would hope you hated my ass. Come on. Right, Sean? Fuck it. Damn, Cody, you're so fat now. I just don't know if I like you anymore. That's fine. That's understandable. Don't worry about it, right? But I digress, you know? It's all good, man. It's all good. Mick Stellar says, my point being, you know my history with organized religion, and I also don't like people using religion as an excuse to enact control. 100%. Yeah, sure. I don't like anybody using any reason that's not legitimate to enact control, like safety of children, protecting others, being outraged, being offended, you know. Thank you, Duck Dangerously. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide behind anything. Just tell me what I would respect it more if I knew your motives, right? Like people trying to get me canceled or trying to get Flash canceled or trying to get Cecil canceled. If they came out and said, look, I just don't like this dude because I hate his face. I'm trying to cancel him. I would respect that way more. I'd be like, oh shit. All right. You know what I'm saying? Instead of this bullshit, I'm just so outraged. Oh, I'm just so angry right now. I'm like, bitch, you ain't angry about nothing. You're just unemployed and annoyed. You're mentally handicapped and unemployed, and that's fine.
That have been targeted for a very long time by payment processors like Visa and MasterCard. Okay, we've all noticed very recently what's going on with Steam and Itch, but over on the Japanese side of the internet, these payment processors have been cracking down on many Japanese-centric platforms and services for a very long time now. And to see the Pixiv subreddit getting banned like this.
Well, this probably has something to do with, this definitely has something to do with the West too. So Japan, a lot. And I don't know, I'm not going to say it's necessarily without good reason sometimes, but you know, it's Japan and Japan's culture is different. And there is all the time people will find out something about Japan or something, you know, close to Japan, and they'll be outraged because it's not like the West. You know what I'm saying? Like the penis festival, or like their anti-immigration stance, or their xenophobia, or whatever you want to call it, right? Like if you're a first generation or whatever, if you're a new Japanese person, they don't even like your ass, right? You got to be several generations in before you're even remotely respected in Japan. And also, they don't like anybody else to be there. And there's also places in Japan that you can't go unless you're Japanese. You're not allowed to go there. I can't go there because I'm a white guy. And that's fine. I don't really give a damn. But people will go over there, right? And they'll be like, why am I not allowed in this convenience store? And the Japanese people are like, you're not Japanese. You can't come in here. And they act like it's the civil rights all over again. And I'm like, no, this is a different country, bro. Right? It's a different culture. It's a different country. And they really care about their culture. Now, you can see that as a negative or positive. I don't really have an opinion on it. I think the reason people love Japan, right, is because Japan has preserved their culture, right? Therefore, if you're wanting their culture to disappear, then the culture won't exist right? If you support the other side of it, then their culture won't exist. It will cease to exist. So you can't have both. People like these different cultures that are homogeneous because they kept their culture intact. And I don't really see anything wrong with that, you know? So it's all good. Anyways. All right.
It's all seeming very connected. at this point, and very bizarre, to say the least, and concerning. Now, today we talked about censorship-related concerns involving Adobe, as well as Pixiv and Reddit. But let's move further. There's been other platforms that have been cracking down for, well, reasons, as we'll see. So now we're going to focus on the Archcast. This is a YouTube channel that has been completely deplatformed by PayPal, another payment processor. So here's their post on Twitter saying this: I was just randomly deplatformed from PayPal, no reason given other than unusual activities. Nonsense, of course, and I was redirected to a page telling me about the rules of card companies. Please make sure to make some noise about this if you can and spread the word. Yeah, the reason they were given, the reason their account was ripped away and also their money was ripped away was because of unusual activity.
Unusual activity. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder what that could mean. You know what? And I fully expect this to happen to somebody like me because, you know, when I get, you know, payments through sponsors or I pay people for, like, I guess I can't give a good example, but sometimes I pay people like through PayPal for whatever various reasons, like artists, for example, yeah, for my book and stuff. And it's a lot of money. There's like thousands coming in and out of my PayPal all the time. Is that unusual activity? What is that? You know, what is that? It's insane. It's absolutely insane, right? It's crazy. Freezing assets to collect free interest, 100%. They froze Artcast and he had $15,000 in his PayPal balance. $15,000 when they froze his PayPal account. Yeah, they're just freezing assets to collect a free interest. I mean, it's the same way banks try to do that shit all the time. They're like, oh, you have to wait 30 days to do this. You have to wait 30 days, right? They always do that because they want to keep that shit in there. Banks will try to fight you if you pull out a lot of funds, right? They don't like that. Not your money, bro. You're like, hold on, right?
Huh? What does this mean? Unusual activity. Care to explain? Now, PayPal will never explain the direct reasons why accounts like this have lost their money, not just their account, but their money they had in their account. Because if they set a specific reason why, that might be used against them. And in this case, let me just say this, guys. For any, especially content creators out there, if you have a PayPal, I beg of you, dispense your payments as soon as you get them.
100%. That's what I do. So as soon as any balance hits my account, I immediately transfer it to bank. Immediately, right then and there, as fast as possible.
Do not let money sit in your account because PayPal at any moment can drop you, as we see here. And what they do is they drop you, they ban your account for whatever reason, and they take your money. Now, of course, you know,
and that, think about that for a moment. Technically, PayPal could just cancel 50% of the accounts that exist and keep all the money. Free money, everybody, right? It's pretty diabolical shit. And technically in their TOS somewhere, it says they hold the right to cancel an account for any reason they see fit and to keep all the money. It's in their TOS. I'm sure it is. They don't give a damn. At the end of the day, they know what they're doing. They're just going to get some free money, right? It's all about the free money, Erikias. It's all about the free money, Erikias. Got to get some of that free money. You know what I'm saying? We all love free money, Erikias. Speaking of free money, Erikias, with an orange boy, the amount of people that are unaware that laws are different in different countries is astonishing. Well, I don't want to say they're dumb, right? Because I think that's not fair. I think the word ignorant, which has negative connotation to it, is more appropriate, right? And it just goes to show, like, a lot of people. I saw a tweet the other day, for example, of this lady who somebody said they don't like it when people are using their Bluetooth speakers at the pool, right? So let me give you some context here. So this person said, I don't like when people use their Bluetooth speaker and play awful music at the pool, right? Well, this lady quote tweeted it and said, I don't understand. Why don't you just go ask them to turn it down? Or why don't you ask them to play something that's more your speed? All problems can be solved through conversation. And I'm like, okay. Now, also, I want to put this out there. She was like a journalist, a small-time journalist. So she had a website. So I went to her website and I went to her like about me and her growing up there and where she lived. She lived in Minnesota, in like rural Minnesota or something, or Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin. She lived in rural Wisconsin. Are you shitting me? She has zero perspective on what life is like in areas that this person's referring to. If you go to like Panama City, or if you go to New York City, or if you go to LA or Seattle or any of these places and you're at a public pool and you ask somebody to turn down their Bluetooth speaker, there is a very high chance you will get your ass kicked or possibly killed. Because she doesn't understand. She thinks that every single place on earth is exactly like where she grew up on Jefferson Street in rural Wisconsin, right? And that's how people see the whole world. They can't fathom that the world is different if you drive a little, especially other countries, right? If you go to Japan and you are shocked that it's not like Wisconsin, that's the whole point, right? That's just how life is. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about Japan. I'm saying it's just how it is. Like you don't do that. There was one guy ever, and I only have one similar experience to this. Thank you, Erikias. I love you for your orange boy. Oh my God. 436 out of 500. So I was at the gym one time, and there was this guy who joined the gym, and everybody has earbuds in or headphones on, right? Well, this guy had a giant Bluetooth speaker. It was like a big one, like a 10-inch subwoofer, right? And he was playing loud music. Look, I don't care. I'm not really bothered. I have my earbuds in. Now, I could hear it through my earbuds, but I'm like, whatever. I have my, I don't really, I'm very, very laid back. I don't really give a damn about stuff like that. But a lot of people do. And there's a rule in our gym that you have to wear earbuds or earphones. You can't have like open music playing. Well, the owner asked him to turn it off. Okay. And the guy immediately got pissed off and the owner walked away. And then the guy randomly attacked a guy at the squat rack beside him. And they were just fist fighting in the gym. And he broke the mirror too. He shattered the mirror in front of him for no reason. Because somebody asked him to turn off his Bluetooth speaker. Right? That was the end. He got banned from the gym, obviously. But that's my point. Is you can't fucking, that's not a thing, okay? People in a lot of areas take it as a personal attack if you ask them to do anything, right? The reason was roids. It was not. The guy was like 114 pounds and skinny. It was not roids. The guy that he attacked was huge. That was real dumb. He got his ass kicked. I don't know why he did that. To this day, I'll never understand what happened. The guy was like 5'5" and scrawny. And attacked this giant dude and got thrown like a rag doll. It was really weird, man. It was a very strange time. Donna, PayPal still took a fee, even though I sent it to friends and family. It's on a personal account. Yeah, they do, man. They'll take it. They'll take it from you. Taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes, Donna. That's how we roll, man. That's how we roll. Taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes. But yeah, it was it's obvious reasons why. But yeah, it was a wild time. Erikias says, pro tip, research driving laws if you plan on driving in another country or state. Yeah, sure. Quick Google search. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Right? Easy the peasy. And if you're planning on driving through Indiana, just don't. Because the roads will destroy your suspension, bro. So anyways, thank you, Erikias. I love you. I appreciate you. You are the GOAT, man. 2 orange boys back to back. Damn, buddy. Damn. That's how people get shot over nothing. 100%. That's the point. And this lady did not understand that you can't just ask people to do stuff. In certain areas, that's fighting words, boy. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in rural Alabama, and I had to go to work, which was like 10 minutes from my house, and it was in the ghetto. We got robbed a lot. And his mama cried in the ghetto. Got robbed by gunpoint a lot. No, you don't go ask the dude to turn his music down where I grew up. Hell no. Hell no. You just let it happen, baby. That's what I do. I'm just fucking, I'm trying to live, boy. I'm trying to survive one more day. Thank you, here, guys. I love you. Billy Hatcher says journos are dumb people. They can't understand how things work outside of a place they've lived at for years. Yeah, that's true. Sure. It depends on where they're from, you know? It just depends on where they're from, Bill. You know what I'm saying? Just depends on where they're from. And it's not their fault, man. It's just a limited perspective. A lot of people have very limited perspectives of stuff, you know. Anyways, let's continue. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate you guys. We are $30 from Naked Snake, 85 memberships from Fight Milk. Oh my God, what a crazy day to be alive.
Your account is no longer welcome there, but your money is. Oh, your money is. They will take your money and they'll basically say, go away. And here's another example of this. And, you know, looking at this guy's account, like, what does he do that is so controversial that he deserves to have his PayPal account taken away?
I can show you right here. This, you can see the exact reason why you would suspect PayPal would end their partnership with him. Look, MasterCard, Visa, MasterCard. He's been talking about this for a while. This kind of censorship. Shocking. Are there good roads in Indiana? Shit, I don't know. I know when I drive down the interstate, it's awful. It is awful. My Jeep used to get the death wobbles every 2 seconds in Indiana.
Just looking through this guy's account, right? He just looks like an anti-censorship type of guy. That's it. There's nothing super controversial here. The fact that his PayPal was ripped away is insane. And the fact that PayPal can feel so disgusted with his actions, but still accept his money is quite ironic. Hopefully this gets worked out. It should, but I don't have much confidence in PayPal because, well, they're untrustworthy. Now,
yeah,
let's move on.
100%. 100% they're untrustworthy. They're untrustworthy as hell. You can't trust them. You really can't trust anything right now, right? You can't really trust anything right now. We're going to come back to that in 2 seconds. I just got to send an email. But you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anything. You can only trust people you love and you care about. And even sometimes you can't trust them, you know? I trust people like, I trust Sean, you know? I trust Sean, overtly trust Sean, because I know Sean disagrees with me, but he doesn't give a damn and we have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I trust people like that. I trust my sponsors in racing. They're great people. I trust a lot of people. But you can't, you got to be very, very wary of some things that are going on, because people say one thing and do another. It's very spooky, actually. Ashley, what's up, baby? It's very, very spooky. And you always should be wary about what's going on in life. Because sometimes shit goes down, bro. Shit goes down. It just happens. It happens, boys. This thumbnail I made is so silly. Me putting damn VTubers on my thumbnails. I'm like, what have I become? My friend, what is the word? Everyone I know becomes a VTuber in the end. And you can have it all. My empire of simps. I will let you down. I will post porn. All right. All right. Okay. What's up, Kara Fro? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Welcome back. Doesn't trust me. I'm the paperclip. We are evil. Oh, we're going to talk about that too a little bit today. But let's keep doing this, and then we'll jump back into that sauce. We got so much to talk about. I keep forgetting there's a lot of stuff going on.
To another example of some censorship-related concerns involving this artist, Sin. Now, what did they do? Well, their Patreon account has been deleted without notification.
Shocking.
That's right.
Imagine this for one moment too. Like, I know the perspective's a little wild, right? So the perspective's a little spooky because we don't really know from our perspective how this affects somebody negatively, right? So for example, if my YouTube gets deleted, I'm boned. That sucks, right? Because it's my main source of income. Now, for example, this person, this could be their main source of income. That's devastating, right? Because a lot of us have mortgages or rent. You know, we're normal ass people. So it's very, very scary shit, man. And that's just what happens. That's just what happens. Oh my gosh. Is that the beautiful, illustrious Ashley getting us to 501? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Are you kidding, Ashley? Oh my God. Oh my God. And we've hit it. And we've now triggered double fat milk. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is now a neck and snake night. Can you feel it, boys? 501. The goal has been shattered. The goal has been beaten again. And Billy and Ashley hopping on at the very end there. By the way, Billy is like 90% of it, or 80% now. Some other people stepped up and slapped Billy around a little bit. It's hard to beat him, but you can slap him. He likes it. Billy says, we're 20 away from Neck and Snake. Now get on it, dog on it. You should do a cover song you're singing. Do a cover of the song you're singing. What song? Oh, Hurt. I will let you die. I can't do no Johnny Cash. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. And Ashley, the beautiful, with the kissy wissy with an orange boy. Get the hell on it. It's a Neck and Snake night. Oh my God. God. Thank you so much, boys and Ashley. I love you, Donna. You guys know who you are. Irikias. Oh my God. Even Jay Bird up in this bitch. I appreciate you guys. Sean, Derek, you guys know who you are. I love you. I appreciate you guys so much for all your support. We have hit it. We don't back down, Chai Tea. We only go harder. So make sure you like the stream so we can go harder. And we are. Now the goal has been shifted to the memberships. We're 87 away. 87 memberships. And then, of course, double fat milk. The goal is there. Single fat milk if we hit it normally, obviously. It's convoluted. It's like a convoluted point system. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. I appreciate you. What a bunch of great people. We've only been live for an hour and we already hit it. God, what a great day.
Well, sadly, I've seen this coming for a long time now. Patreon is not an advocate for free speech. They've been slowly but surely clamping down on anything they find problematic. And artists, I hope the best for you, but unfortunately, Patreon is not reliable right now. I've seen so many people have their accounts deleted like this without notification or warning because they have quote unquote problematic fictional content.
Oh no, not problematic. Not problematic. We don't need problematic here. Problematic scary. Problematic scary. Knee-jerk reactions, boys. Knee-jerk reactions, boys. That's how we live our life. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's very sad. It's very, very sad indeed. There we go. We're going to take this. I'm adding something into the roll, I'm rolling into the roll, boys. Here we go. See if we can get this. The Blob. Oh my gosh, is that thing getting merch? Holy mother of Jesus. What just happened here? Shield Maiden, what's up, baby? Why did my doorbell just ring? I swear to God, if I'm getting swatted right now, I'm going to fucking be so... Stop swatting me, bros. I'll be right back. Plot twist, it was me. God, I'm sick of y'all. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. Okay. All right. We won't talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. All it does is give them attention. All right, boys. Let's continue. All right. So, oh my God, Slosher. Okay, hold on. Let me put something on here real quick. 2 seconds. I will let you down. There you go. All right. Chair. Okay. So, gifted memberships today. Darakuda with 1. Oh my God. Oh my word. April with 10. Oh my God. Thank you, April. We love you. And thank you for texting me earlier, baby. I appreciate that. Makes me feel better. Makes me feel, I really appreciate the support. Makes me feel good. The wave of negativity is really annoying sometimes. So it's good to get a nice message every once in a while. And also, Slosher, if I get the membership, that puts us up to, oh my word, 27. Oh my God, we're almost halfway there, boys. We're almost halfway there. Why? Why are we almost halfway there? Because
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, that's dedicated to the blob. Thank you, Slosher. I'm just kidding, blob. I'm kidding, blob. It's fine. All right. Okay. It's Sean. Sean, you did one. Get membership. You did your part, kind of. Yeah, April, I get it. But it just fans flames. All right. We're going hard, boys. We're going hard as hell. Going hard as hell. And all super chats go towards Double Fat Milk now. I say accept the meme. Yes, blob. Accept it. Yes.
And it's horrible. And apparently this person's their attempt to file an appeal was rejected as well. And it's so frustrating. I feel so bad for people like this who've been shut down for absolute nonsense. And they have a whole thread going through why their account was removed, which of course is no reason.
Yep.
There's no reason.
Yep.
And it's very frustrating.
Why? Because in the TOS, they can say they put in there, they can ban you for any reason. That's how it works. And that's why there's something good about working towards a way to prevent that. Look, I'm not in favor at all of commanding private companies to do anything. So don't misconstrue what I'm saying here. What I am in favor of is private companies having to give reasons as to why, very specific reasons as to why they are deleting an account. That's all, right? So these reasons can be investigated and appealed if need be. That's all I want, right? And I think we need to work towards that, right? So that's all I'm saying. I don't think we should force any company to do anything, but they definitely should need to provide a reason, right? For example, what is the greatest example ever, right? It's the Christian bakery and the gay cake thing, right? That's what everybody goes back to. There was a big stink and lawsuits about a Christian bakery refusing to bake a cake for a gay wedding because they didn't agree with, that lifestyle, I guess, which is, whatever. I don't agree with that, but I agree with their right to be able to refuse to have to do something, right? They don't have to do anything. Now, that being said, they gave the reason as to why. And that's all that should be provided, right? PayPal should give a reason as to why. Hey, why'd you do this? Oh, well, we actually did it because you posted this video about NASCAR and Visa. Okay. All right. Well, at least we have a reason now. That's all I'm saying, Billy. Artists used DeviantArt years before they did the same thing. Now Patreon's doing it again. Pixiv is the last good site left for artists. They're always going after you. It's because you keep drawing the lolly, Billy. You need to stop drawing lolly. That's the issue. That's where you're all fucking up, is the lolly. Plus the wolves with giant wolf penises. Probably not a good idea. Because what happens as soon as a normie sees that, Billy? Right? They're like, whoa! Why is that wolf got a big penis? You know what I'm saying? And why is he like muscular and also standing upright? You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Thank you, Billy. All right. So. Agreed, Sean. Agreed. Who let the dogs out? Who? All right.
I feel for people like this. You know what? Like, I'm very careful about what I show in my YouTube videos. I don't want to get in trouble or get dinged with any sorts of systems. But, like, this is the art we're talking about, right? Okay. A 22-year-old and a 24-year-old MC. Or OC, sorry. This is it. This will get you banned.
All right, let's read this. It says, the characters you attach to your email are still featured on your Patreon page, and we agree that the content that remains on the page is within our guidelines. That being said, I wanted to confirm that you can continue featuring these characters. However, always keep in mind that your characters should be depicted in a way that they are unmistakably perceived as adults. I think that's what it says. If you ever have questions, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it's definitely due to a lolly depiction, I would imagine.
From Patreon. Absolutely insane stuff. I literally don't know what else to say. Unfortunately, it's just the way things are. I mean, we've looked at like 4 or 5 different platforms engaging in arbitrary censorship, mostly not even giving a reason as to why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a sign of the times. It really is. You know, we move beyond like collective shout and the payment processors, but there's so much going on right now. And spreading the word definitely helps. And I hope everyone featured in this video finds their way back to their accounts or has some alternative. But right now, this is completely ridiculous. And I'll follow back this individual because their art's good, but also I feel for them in this situation. But yeah, just a terrible state of affairs right now. But anyway.
Yeah, and it's all happening again at the exact same time. All of these things are happening at the exact same time. It's very, very, very interesting of what's going on. Where is this all coming from? It's obviously not a coincidence, right? It's all happening at the exact same time, right? It's very, very interesting stuff. And it's weird that it's happening to VTubers a lot too, you know? Very, very interesting. I forgot Yang Ye existed. Holy balls. I forgot Yang Ye existed. Hell yeah, Carafro, you got yourself a membership. Matt Sicilian, what's up, baby? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a good ass time being alive in this crazy ass world we're in. It's been really, really wild. Been really, really wild. We'll pull up Vera's video on it because I love me some Vera. We'll talk about Vera for a little while. Then we move into the next thing, the new end thing. 50 likes from 200. Get on it. Diggity doggone it. Do your part. I am doing my part. Welcome to the Saturday show. I hope you guys are doing well. Love you. I appreciate all the support tonight. You guys have been crazy. Facebook is now the free speech alternative. Yeah, what happened? That's weird, isn't it? That is kind of strange. I see some pretty crazy comments on Facebook. Like if you go, you know, I use NASCAR as an example because I think that's one of the most craziest fan bases there is. If you go to a comment section under like any NASCAR post, that shit's like the Wild West. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy shit. It's very crazy shit. And it seems that basically the only person that gets, I would say, 50% positive comments is Cletus McFarland. Everybody else, it's like overtly negative. Like, doesn't matter who the driver is. It's like 80% negative. I'm like, damn, it's crazy.
Payment isn't a
Because to be fair, the people that are going to say something negative, or the people that are going to say anything at all, are usually going to say something negative. People that already like you aren't usually going to say anything, you know? So, of the FDA, the payment processors must comply. They perform a vital service in the digital age if the cake company refuses to make cake altogether for, well, they are one of the, yeah. So, that's kind of why I think there needs to be a digital bill of rights, just like Art said, a digital bill of rights for sure. Because we're getting really deep into the online age and it's kind of lawless, you know, and I'm not speaking on censorship terms or, you know, policing terms. I'm saying like more and more people every single day are making their money or their income or their life happen online. And at any moment they could just turn you off for literally no reason. Right. And that's kind of spooky. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, you don't, as a creator, you don't get restitution. You don't get, what's the word? What's the word when you leave a job and they pay you for like a month? Oh my God. What is the word? Somebody knows the word. Anyways, you don't get that as a creator. You don't get off time. You don't get you don't get benefits. You don't get health. Nothing. You don't get any severance. Thank you. So like you don't get any of that shit as being an online creator. So it's like the wild, wild west. And at any moment, like somebody working at PayPal can be like, "Oh, I don't like that creator," and turn you off. That's insane. It's fucking insane.
a very risky place right now. We are seeing thousands of games being removed from platforms, even more posts being hidden on social media, and in some cases, products disappearing from the internet. But now we are having to talk about creators losing their livelihoods and being censored by payment processors.
Insane.
Now, I love to use my platform for good. I try to highlight cases where people are being wronged, where creators are being silenced. And of course, I've been talking so much about the censorship going on in the video game industry. And now I have a few more examples to show off. All of the people I am talking about will be linked down below, all of their social platforms. But let's start off with this. I had talked about this in another video because this Japanese politician, Zenko Kurashita, had made a post about this artist who had said, I was uploading NSFW illustrations to Adobe Cloud and my account got banned without any prior warning. So the art that video on...
And we talked about this already. So let's go to Vera's actual, her actual response to this with the executive order. Why don't creators start their own network instead of whining? I think they have, right? But I don't think that's a lucrative thing, right? You know, it's like saying, why don't you just start another payment processor if you're mad at MasterCard and Visa? It's like, well, monopolies, right? I think so. They were grilled by Congress as a result of that. I think, you know, it's essentially monopolies, right?
It will be linked down below, but we think that Visa and MasterCards are going to get absolutely screwed over by this. It clearly states banking services can't be denied because of protections provided by the Constitution of the United States. It mentions companies have 180 days to remove any provisions from their TOS that mention reputational damage. And we know that was a big reason.
Yep, this is the kicker right here. So read this carefully. This says, if any of these organizations have TOS mentions that mention reputational damage to themselves due to the fact that they must provide all lawful citizens with banking services. So basically, them saying, well, they can delete your account for any reason because they found out that you're a conservative, right? Or vice versa, you're a liberal, right? Like it can go both ways. It depends on who's in power at the time, you know? They can't do that. Right? Companies like Visa and MasterCard can no longer deny payment for something that is, in their opinion, lacks artistic value, but is legal in the USA, which Valve has pointed to their rule that outlines that the sales of products or services that are patently offensive and lack serious artistic value or any other material that the corporation deems unacceptable to sell in connection with a mark are a violation of said rule. Ultimately, creators can't have funding sources ripped away from them over political opinions deemed damaging. Based. Absolutely based. And this protects everybody, by the way. For example, if you find yourself in the very, very socially unacceptable opinion that let's give a hypothetical here, just to kind of like iron this out a little bit more. Hypothetically speaking, if 10 years from now, and this is obviously hypothetical, if 10 years from now, you know, giving children hormones is looked at the same way that lobotomies were looked at now, right? But you still believed in it, you wouldn't have your banking and shit closed off if you were verbal about your opinions on it. Which that should be how it is, right? Because I feel like a lot of these things happen primarily to creators that happen to find themselves being listed as based, like the based VTubers, right? And or people that find themselves to be conservative, like Nick Fuentes. I think he's the best example of this happening to a lot, right? So I think it will protect everybody. I know a lot of people are for silencing people they disagree with, but eventually the people that getting disagree with are you, and you need to worry about yourself in the future. Uncle Sam, soon we're going to need an ID to watch YouTube. Yes, that's actually true. So this goes into effect in 4 days, right? So in 4 days, you will have to, if you fail the identification check through AI, you'll have to provide an ID. Yep, you are right, Uncle Sam. Caros, way to go, boy. Hey, man. Welcome to the stream. My boy is back. I hope you're doing well. I saw you streaming earlier. Hope you're doing good, my man. Love you. Appreciate you. You are the man. You're the man, dude. Thank you, Karis. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll provide my oh my god. Oh my god, Sean. Oh my god. Yeah, this is probably why the algorithm is so messed up right now. Because they're working out all those kinks. So I think it'll either fix itself or get worse. So we'll see.
Valve said MasterCard gave them, that MasterCard referred them to a page that talked about potential brand damage. Now, this is only in the United States. And unfortunately, the creators I am talking about in this video are not in the United States, but it is still important to point out that this is happening. And we are seeing some governments at least fighting back against worldwide censorship. We don't know the extent that this is going to go. Obviously, there's still a lot of questions we have, but that's at least some kind of positive news. Though, I also wanted to talk about Tobias, or otherwise known as Sin's House, on social media. Great artist, absolutely fantastic. I actually had a chance to discuss this with him, but he had posted that his great artist.
Let's go back. Oh, I want to read this email from Patreon. This very, very interesting email here. It's very, very strange. What does this mean? What could this possibly mean? I guess we're about to find out right here. Give me 2 seconds here while my page loads. What the hell is this? Sorry, guys. I'm on a different window right now. I'm like, well, I'm confused. Beep, beep, boop, boop. All right. That's not what we need. Okay. 2 seconds. Listen, require ID to watch YouTube, but not to. But yeah, it's pretty wild. Hey, man, it's a wild time to be alive for sure. It's very, very interesting shit. I don't get it. I'll never get it, but hey, man, I mean, that's just where we're at right now, you know. God damn. I guess it's not going to happen today. All right. Thank you, Uncle Sam. Appreciate you. Listen, require ID to watch YouTube, but not to vote. Yeah, it's very interesting. A lot of places do try to implement that, but obviously places that are, you know, heavily densely populated tend to not do that. I think that should be a federal rule. I think almost everybody agrees with it. I think the last poll I saw, it was like 68% of even the left agrees with it. You know, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, everybody wants it, like from every side. Why are we not doing it? You know? So just one of those things, you know, like insider trading and like term limits, like like everybody agrees with it, but it never happens. You know, it's one of those weird things.
Absolutely fantastic. I actually had a chance to discuss this with him, but he had posted that his Patreon account was deleted without notification, and he was still trying to figure out what had happened, but he had just given this up.
So this says this is from Patreon's trust and safety team reaching out with a status update on your recent appeal. After review, your appeal has been denied. While we won't reinstate the account, you may create a Patreon account in the future. Please wait at least 2 months. Then you can email us at guidelines. Please wait at least 2 months. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just die. I guess I'll just be homeless, you know?
Update saying it's official. My Patreon account is dead. I will post every stupid detail of why my account was deleted, what plans are coming next, and what will happen. Now, I, of course, like many other people, wanted to know what the truly disgusting, degenerate, awful content was that Patreon said, no, we definitely can't host this on our platform. And we're talking about some extremely tame art. Now, I actually did get a chance to talk with him in private messages, and he did say it is perfectly fine that I share these screenshots with you guys, but he said that he was banned for these 3 posts. This girl is a new OC he made, inspired by a real model, an adult that was flat-chested, right? The thing is, Patreon told me
small babies are illegal. Sean, what do you think about that? This is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, small boobies are illegal. That's the whole point, right? Like, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know. Let me think about this for a moment. No, it's yeah, I love it. I think. What do you think? Do you think it has something to do with like men drawing these? Right. So, do you think it has something to do with a man doing the illustrations? I don't know. Small baby should be illegal. Oh, Sean, no. 40 likes until 200, boys. Big or small, love them all. I agree. Everybody. Unless we're talking about, like, you know, weight. No, I refuse. I will not chase a butter golem. It's not about the men drawing them. It's about men viewing them. Interesting. The president just passed a law banning debanking via some things. They ban things since they're not the ones making money. Yep. Everybody required to get boob jobs, government paid for, taxpayers.
That when I draw a new girl, I should ask for their permission. And I did, but instead of telling me yes or no, they deleted my account. So right there is a massive problem that Patreon says you have to ask us if you can even post your content. That is insane. But we're talking about content that I would say is pretty freaking tame. It's just a 19-year-old girl, right? She looks really pretty here. Nothing bad about this. Then you have the other drawing is this one, a free design I made for a Pokemon TCG playmat. Lily is a problematic character, so I specified in the description that this drawing had no NSFW variations previously. For that reason, still, it seems it was too much for Patreon. Both of these look really freaking good. And then he said
I do have to say, like, okay, so let's benefit of the doubt the other side for a second. I think if you are like, if you're making summit pancakes to like lolly stuff, I just don't get it. Now, to be fair, I don't get like hentai at all anyway. I never really have, because I remember growing up, a lot of my friends were into that, and I was like, I don't really understand it, because it's just a drawing. It doesn't really make sense to me. But they can't resist. No. Men cannot objectify a woman's body. Only women control over the male from form sarcasm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. You know? I guess so. Breadcrumbing is a thing. What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? Sydney Sweeney did so much damage last week that everybody's getting canceled now. You did too much damage, Sydney. Now everybody's like, oh, female form, deleted. Yep, exactly, Sean.
Funny part is that I used a swimsuit from the anime as a reference. Drawing her with wider hips wasn't enough, it seems. The third drawing is an NSFW drawing of a girl who was already authorized by Patreon to draw. They gave me permission, but still they considered it problematic, even if it's not weird at all, just nudity.
I have to say, like, Patreon having to personally approve drawings is a very strange. I've never heard of this before. It's very weird, you know? So are they reported to Patreon, or does Patreon have secret viewers like watching YouTube? Well, apparently they have to personally approve it. It's very interesting. You know, I don't think anybody got pissed at that ad. Oh, they did, Darakuda. It's the dog whistle aspect, right? So like a lot of people were angry at the Sydney Sweeney ad because they think it was like dog whistling Nazism or something, you know? And I think I listened to this one interview from this girl that was asked about the Sydney Sweeney ad, and she like almost like had a panic attack when the guy asked her about it. And to give you context, this girl was obviously like autistic and, you know, stuff like, so she was man, it's weird. We live in strange times where everybody has a voice, and I don't think everybody deserves a voice. Does that make sense? I think that's a harsh thing to say, and I don't really mean it in like a harsh way, but I think that a lot of people having a voice is important, but I think a lot of people don't take the time to actually think about any perspective or what they're actually seeing, and they just blurt out a thing. A lot of people do it disingenuously to try to get like engagement, right? So yeah, exactly, Endless. I agree with that, dude. I completely agree with that.
Frustrating part is that neither of these two drawings have NSFW versions except the third one, whereas I already had direct permission, and in the end this was all the information I was given. And then there was just the update that I had highlighted where it says, this is Saul from Patreon's Trust and Safety team reaching out with a status update on your recent appeal. After review, your appeal has been denied. While we won't reinstate this account, you may create a new account in the future. Please
just wait 2 months, please. Just wait 2 months. Irakaya says, in the words of Nux, if you're hearing dog whistles, maybe you are the dog. Oh, that's a freaking great point. It's a great quote right there. That is a masterpiece of a quote. I'm going to be honest. Masterpiece of a quote right there. Tell you what, boys. Tell you what. 72 memberships until the goal of Fat Milk. We're close. We're almost halfway to the membership goal, and we're only halfway through the stream. Oh, my God. Look at that. Irakaya, love you, dude. Appreciate you. That is a pretty good quote. That's a good quote.
Wait at least 2 months. What is the point to say you can make a new account if you could just at that point reinstate the account that already had the following, that already had the audience? It's like a tactic where they're trying to get you to sign back up, but with a fraction of your audience, so that hopefully they can like curb this content from being popular on this platform. That is absolutely disgusting.
You are never, ever going to curb content that people enjoy, and you are never, ever going to make it better by removing it from Patreon. Bro, you're only going to make it more desirable. Let the weird gooners goon in peace, right? As long as what they're doing is legal, let them goon in peace. I don't care about what other people do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want to have control. They want control. They want to control everything. Arca News, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, dude. They just want control. They want control by any means necessary, right? That's just how this is, man. That's how it is, right? I mean, it's the way I feel about almost every single aspect of anything. Oh. Yay, K. What, Arca? What is that? Yay, K? UK? UK? Like United Kingdom? Boop, 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 boop. Thank you. Wokeism is dying. Damn, dude. It's crazy, man. Crazy. No, I haven't I don't know. Are you talking about Connor Zillage? Or are you talking about the guy that died? Somebody passed away in like a street stock race or something, somebody said. Anyways, thank you, Airkites. I appreciate you, buddy. I love you. Appreciate you, dude. All right, let's continue.
Way to approach this situation. And over the years, right, Patreon has cracked down on NSFW and adult content that they deem as like too offensive. But this is absolutely terrible, and this should not be happening to anybody, period.
Hold on. Let gooners goon is a slippery slope. That's how they argue Destiny, argue maps should have it. No, it's not what I'm saying, bro. I said legal. I said the word's legal. It's very important in that context. Argus says about that clip. Oh no, that's fake. So I don't react to it at all. It's been posted for years. It's the context of it's like hyper fake, so I don't even acknowledge it existing. It's very silly. All right, continue.
Actually had pointed out that not even that long ago, back in July, he had made this post over on his like secondary account on X, and it just says a humble fantasy. Men only have one fantasy: dating a curvy Latina. Super cute.
Based. Now look, I will say, and you Latina women in the chat can agree with me, you are wild. Look, the only reason I avoid that is because I'm not trying to have a cousin come kick my ass when I piss her off one time. That shit will happen. Okay, did you watch what's that show called? The Oil Man. What is that show called? Landman. It's called Landman. Bro, that dude just went and mowed that chick's lawn and got his ass beat. He almost died. They almost killed him because he mowed her lawn. Now imagine if you like kissed one. No. No, thank you. Look, beautiful women, but they get angry. I ain't trying to do this, man. I'm not opposed to dating a super thick Latina woman. We love Latina women. We love all women in their own ways. All right.
Cute art, in my opinion. It got a lot of attention. 9.6 million views, almost 100,000 likes, which is cool.
Damn.
But if you actually start looking at the comments, there are quite a few people who are a little bit upset by this, and that's not the Latina palette. You're dragging around a fallacy by tossing around a word that stereotypes an entire group, then parading a token minority.
Wait, is there something negative about being a thick Latina? There ain't nothing negative about that. It's a good thing. How could that be possibly wrong? It's a good thing. Mick Stellar says, woke originally meant to awake the world around you to the fact that there are nothing but cogs on a machine to fight other cogs. Yeah. But somehow it changed weirdly. It like It's changed like 3 times now. The word woke is like it's getting on like levels of like the words like racism and like Nazism and all. It's starting to like lose its meaning and lose its luster. Like incel has completely lost its meaning and luster because they meant a thing and now they don't really mean it anymore. Like woke, for example, doesn't mean anything anymore, right? Because there's people online that are hyper reactionary to it, and they will be like, "Oh, you're angry because there's a black person in this movie, therefore you think it's woke." That's not what woke is, but that's what people will say it is that are hyper reactionary to it. And there's also people on the other aisle, on the other end, I guess socially or politically, that will see a trailer and they'll say the same thing, right? When in actuality, it's got a very specific meaning that almost doesn't really mean anything anymore. It's like forcing characters to have certain attributes without having actually any writing for their character to exist. Right? Like a character will not have an arc or a story. The whole character's entire point of existing is like to show the struggles of whatever character's like sexual orientation may be. You know? And there's plenty of good representation out there that has nothing to do with that. And they exist and no one cares. Like no one says anything about it. Right? And I always bring up the example of Evil Dead. The new Evil Dead. It like the daughter is obviously like non-binary maybe. And then the other daughter, or I guess son, is trans. And it's never talked about, and then they just die. That's fine. And they were good characters. Right? So, but a lot of people will be like, oh, it's woke. And no one really said that. I'm sure some people said it, of course. Like there's always reactionaries everywhere on every end of every situation. But, you know. Anyways, you get the drift. Evil Dead Rise was hot trash. You didn't like it? I liked it. Wait. Hold on, I might be thinking of the wrong thing. Hold on. Evil Dead Rise. I liked it. I kind of liked it. And you know, I'm pretty specific. Like I didn't like Weapons that much. There's this movie being sold like as a horror movie right now called Weapons, and it's not even really a horror movie. I was very disappointed. Now, if I didn't go into it thinking that it was a horror movie and I watched it randomly on Netflix, I probably would have enjoyed it. Kind of like I think it's called Barbarian. I thought Barbarian was all right because I didn't have any reference to what it was going to be about. And Weapons, I thought it was going to be a horror movie, and it was not a horror movie. It had like a jump scare in the beginning, and that was the end of the horror vibes. And then it was kind of like comedy and gore and murder mystery. But the second half is so sloggy. It's so sloggy. God, it's like mind-numbingly boring. The second act, because it goes through each character's like perspective and it plays the same scenes kind of, but it's from the other character's perspective, and nothing happens for an entire hour. And I'm like, fuck. But then the end kind of wraps it up pretty good, but no character has any motivation. It's so weird. Like you're like, why is this character doing this? It's never really explained, you know? Very interesting. That's true, Sean. It definitely didn't. I think that was one of my gripes with Evil Dead Rise, is it didn't have any comedic elements. It was kind of really serious. But I kind of enjoyed it because it was like hyper fucked up, you know?
As if that covers your tracks. Latina, relatively light skin and red hair and blue eyes, though. So there was a little bit of backlash. Maybe his account actually went through a wave of mass reporting, and that could be a reason why. But you would think that Patreon would then say, yeah, we did suspend your account because there were people who were saying that this content is unacceptable, and they were like very upset over it. We don't have all of the details at this point in time. Maybe there will be more that they can give Tobias, but yeah, this is just a terrible situation all around. All of this is really terrible in my opinion. So make sure you go and follow all of the accounts that I mentioned. They will be linked in the description. And all
right, let's move on. So we covered that extensively for Tobias. Dark, what's up, baby? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Where are we at? Where am I? 27 members out of 100 for the Fight Milk goal. We already smashed Naked Snake. We're cruising on towards double Fight Milk. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Appreciate you guys. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm dying here. I keep burping and I didn't even drink a Monster. I'm trying to like slow down on monsters and get away from it, because monsters are, I'm starting to enjoy them less, and I don't really know why, but I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't know what it is that's doing that, but I've just kind of getting away from it, I think. You know? Where's my man at? Where's old Asmon? Oh, Asmongood. All right, here is we said we were going to talk about this. You're banned on your kitty, my YouTube account. Oh, I know. Bane Kitty. Yes. All right. So let's continue. Where'd he go? So this is we were talking about this earlier, and I said I'd talk about. I said I would watch this. So this is the executive order that's kind of being pulled together from the weird censorship of banking right now. Alan Jones, thank you, baby. I appreciate you, Alan Jones. Thank you, buddy. My man coming in strong. I'm getting such a bad headache for no reason. I don't know why. Help me, somebody, please send the ibuprofen. Thank you, Alan Jones. Appreciate you. That seems to be the state of the world, Bane Kitty.
There's a new church. Let's go ahead and listen to the new church.
Christchurch senior pastor Doug Wilson makes no apologies for his beliefs on God and country.
I'd like to see the town be a Christian town. I'd like to see the state be a Christian state. I'd like to see the nation be a Christian nation. I'd like to see the world be a Christian world.
And now Wilson's controversial views as a Christian nationalist are gaining sway in the nation's center of power with the recent opening of his.
This is going to get way bigger, by the way.
Yeah, this is the nature of the beast, right? There's going to be a big swing in this direction, probably. I don't think it'll be huge, like 30% of the country, but I think it will be a large. I think it's already you already kind of see it a lot, right? With this kind of huge swing to go more towards the traditional values, traditional old school ways of life and living. I don't really give my perspective too much on it because I'm not religious, but you get what I'm saying.
Way bigger. Like right now, you're seeing the first 10%.
New church and high-profile parishioners like Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
Isn't it crazy that the guy that has tattoos on himself from the Crusades wants the country to be a Christian nation again? I would have never predicted that. Who could have ever known? Wow.
Is planting a church in D.C. part of your mission to try to turn this into a Christian nation?
Yes. So every society is theocratic. The only question is who's Theo? In a secular democracy, it would be demos, the people. In a Christian republic, it'd be Christ.
Well, what would you say to someone watching this and say, look, I'm a Muslim. Who are you to say your worldview is better than mine, that your God is better than mine?
Well, if I went to Saudi Arabia, I would fully expect to live under their God's rules.
But you said...
I told you I was coming back.
And that's true. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can't really expect you can't really expect. I mean, if you go to a country with Sharia law, you're gonna live under Sharia law, right? So
I told y'all this is what's gonna happen. I've been saying this over and over and over. This is the angle that I think a lot of people are going to start using in order to push religious messaging and to push for a more homogenous culture. Is that they're going to do it through religion.
Earlier that you want this to be a Christian world.
Yes.
So you want to supplant their religion with your Christian.
Yes, by peaceful means.
Not by peaceful means.
Not
by peaceful means.
No, that's not how that works. No. Very peaceful means. What are you going to draw peace logos on the bombs? Like that's the only peaceful mean that's going to exist in that transaction. It's going to be a cute little logo on a bomb.
The window has not shifted enough for you to say what you really think. But, that'll change.
By sharing the gospel, there's a lot of work yet to do. I believe that we are working our little corner of the vineyard.
Wilson's Little Corner, a picturesque campus nestled on the outskirts of...
See, what happens, though? Okay, so, what happens if you go that route? Right? So, what happens if, let's hypothetically say 100 years from now, everybody is overwhelmingly converted to Christianity, right? Right? Like, let's just assume, in this hypothetical, the whole globe becomes a Christian globe. What happens if you don't want to be a Christian? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens now? Right? I can't imagine anything good. Right? What's up, Skate Tim? How you doing, baby?
Downtown Moscow, Idaho, is growing by the day with thousands of like-minded Christians.
That's right.
Parishioners of his church, known as
Christian nationalism, is going to be probably one of the fastest growing groups of people in the next 5 and 10 years. And I think that it's going to be adopted primarily by young people and Zoomers.
The damn Zoomers are going to get us.
Kirkers own and operate several businesses downtown next to liberal college town stores.
If it's true.
Why did he yell boo? Because it's
Because of me.
because of you.
Yeah. Well, you there you go.
That's a regular day for you.
That's not unusual.
A big focus of his Christian movement is on a patriarchal society where men are dominant and
Based. No. Based. No. It's what does it say? It's a handbook for God's masculinity. Oh my God. Oh, okay. It's just saying it's good to be a man. Why do people format freaking posters like this, man? It's literally the Sally cat meme. Every time I see these, I'm like, what does this say? It's a handbook for God's masculinity, good, Michael Foster, to be and Dominic beyond Tenet, a man. Then I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to ignore all that. It's good to me, man.
women are expected to submit to their husbands.
Women are the kind.
This was retweeted by the Secretary of Defense.
Great. It's going well.
Saying all of Christ for all of life. I don't sound so crazy anymore whenever I say that the 19th Amendment is going to be a conversation point, do I? I told you.
It depends. It depends to be seen if something like this actually would take hold. I think there'll be a growth. I don't think it'll be that big though, right? Too many people like me exist. They're like, nah, I don't think so. You know. So.
The people that people come out of.
So you just think they're meant to have babies? That's it. They're just a vessel.
No, it doesn't take any talent to simply reproduce biologically. The wife and mother, who is the chief executive of the home, is entrusted with 3 or 4 or 5 eternal souls.
I'm here as a working journalist, and I'm a mom of 3.
Good for you.
Is that an issue
No.
for you?
No, it's not automatically an issue.
Josh and Amy Prince, along with their
It's not automatically an issue, but it will be.
It will be. It will.
Yeah. I'm going to be CEO of a company. You're going to be CEO of the kitchen. Just the way it is. Why is this a problem for Christians? I think that people feel more comfortable criticizing Christianity versus criticizing Islam because is number one, Islam is seen as a foreign religion and Christianity is a domestic religion. And also it's because of race politics. It's because Christianity is primarily a white person religion and Islam is not. That's the reason why. Those are 2 of the main reasons.
I think it's perceived as a white person religion, sure, but I think there's more people of color that are Christian, probably, if you actually have the numbers stacked up beside each other. Because white people are only like, what, 18% of the globe? So, I mean, it would have to be more, people of color, I would imagine. I might be wrong. I'm just kind of talking out my ass here, but 25 likes from 200, boys.
Kids moved here from Washington State.
Do you see Amy as your equal?
Mm-hmm. Yes and no, in the sense that we're both saved by grace. We're absolutely on equal footing, but we have very different purposes, God-given.
But do you see yourself as the head of the household, as the man?
He is the head of our household. Yes, and I do submit to him.
So like moving here was ultimately your decision.
Yes,
that's a great example.
Wilson says in his vision of a Christian society, women as individuals shouldn't be able to vote. His fellow pastor.
Look at that.
Retweeted by the Secretary of Defense.
There's a lot of people that support this too, like currently in government. So this is also not a direction I would like to go. But it is a direction some people would like to go,
That's right. This is the reason why a lot of young people aren't supporting Trump. It's because he's not conservative enough. Yeah. Biggest L ever. Religion should not substitute secular law. I'm not a big fan of being ruled by religion either. I think that most people, I am a Reddit atheist. Okay, so I agree with you in a lot of these viewpoints, but I'm telling you where things are going.
Well, that's the negative aspect about doing online content creation, is you can just say, yeah, we're probably going in this direction, and everybody will be like, so you support it? And it's like, no. And they're like, I hate you. And you're like, oh, damn, that sucks. And oh, for the love of God, if you joke out of context and they clip it, you are fucked. You're going down, boys.
Stars Jared Longshore and Toby Sumter agree.
In my ideal society, we would vote as households. And I would ordinarily be the one that would cast the vote, but I would cast the vote having discussed it with my household.
But what if there's your wife doesn't want to vote for the same?
Right.
Then I don't listen to her, apparently, right?
Why would you even ask this? You know what the answer is. You know what just say it.
Person is you.
Right. Well, then that's a great opportunity for a good discussion.
There are some who have gone so far as to say,
you see, they're still trying to play by the old rules. That's it. These worthless men are the reason why sexist women exist. I think that you are in for a very, very bad next 10 years, probably next 20 years. You're in for a really bad time.
that they want the
see, this is the negative. This is the negative. What is the word? I guess side effect of pushing so hard in one direction for so long, right? Because even, I mean, you could argue that conservatives kind of let stuff fall by the wayside for a long time. Things that they would generally disagree with. And social media has made people really, really loud, you know? And the pendulum swings so far that it's going to create the desire amongst a lot of people to swing equally as hard in the other direction, you know, which isn't necessarily a good thing. I don't think swinging in either direction hard as hell is a good thing, you know, but here we are.
19th Amendment repeal.
I would support that. And I support it on the basis that the atomization that comes with our current system is not good for humans.
And Wilson, a veteran himself, is unapologetic about his view that women shouldn't be in certain leadership or combat roles.
They're going all the way.
They're going all the way. Everything. They're supporting it all.
Oh, shit.
Looking at the leadership page for Christ Church, it's all
guys.
Men.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's going to happen if that's what they think.
Congratulations, Karen. You just figured that out.
Do you accept women in leadership roles in the church and in government?
In the church, no.
Why?
Because the Bible says not to.
12 disciples and
Well, that's not what happens in the Bible. Women do lead all the time.
Progressive faith leader Reverend Jennifer Butler is concerned about Wilson's growing influence.
Of course they're concerned. I bet they are. Yep.
He is rapidly gaining in power. He has.
This reminds me of that King of the Hill episode where that lady becomes the Catholic priest in Arlen that Hank goes to church at, and he's like really bothered by it. He's like, "Oh God, whoa!"
Hundreds of churches established around the country.
Yep. These people have no idea where things are
They
going.
actually literally wanted.
They have no idea what's going on here. This is a consensual situation. The end result of this is that it will not be. Clip it. And let's wait. For now.
Take over towns and cities, and they have access to this administration.
Yes. Wilson is part of a broader Christian nationalist movement making inroads with the Trump administration, with a newly created faith office led by evangelical pastor Paula White Cain, and people seen right outside the White House entrance praying and speaking in tongues.
We are standing on the soil of the White House, and we are declaring your word.
How precious! And now there's a monthly prayer service at the Pentagon, initiated by Hegseth.
Interesting.
This is exactly what I expected. Yep. Yeah, if you had told me that, again, the guy with a bunch of tattoos from the Crusades would be doing this, I would immediately believe it. Yep. And before people start calling him the Antichrist, you oppress enough people, don't expect a counterswing. I think that a lot of people view, and this is the reason why I think that it's happening. I think that it's happening primarily because they see encroaching religions, primarily Islam, taking hold in European countries. And I think that Americans are looking to inoculate themselves from that happening in America. And the way that they see that working is by taking on Christian nationalism as an oppositional perspective to Muslim nationalism or Islamic nationalism. And I think that's definitely what's happening here. And so these are people primarily who, I don't know if all of them necessarily believe everything in the Bible, but what I think that they do believe is that they want to be told what to do based off of the Bible and not the Quran. And I think that whenever you look at the way that the demographics have changed and the laws have changed in Europe, I think that many Americans see that and they don't want to see that happen here. That's the main reason why it's happening. It's self-preservation. Yes, it is. No one's telling them to do that, though. Well, I think that that's the...
Yeah, sure. I think it has to do with a lot of people being pushed and pushed and pushed. And then, of course, like that example as well. You know, how it works. Was that America founded with the inclusion of the Quakers? I have no idea. I failed history, Darakuda. Okay. I failed history majorly. No, let's look. Quakers, a Christian group that emerged in England during the 1600s. They're known for their emphasis on direct personal experience of God, pacifism, social justice, and equality. They do not have formal clergy or sacraments, and their worship is often centered around silent reflection and waiting for the inner light to guide them. Their core beliefs are the inner light, pacifism, nonviolence, simplicity. They emphasize a simple and modest lifestyle. They strive for honesty and integrity in all aspects of their lives. They value the importance of community and fellowship, gathering towards blah, blah. Quakers believe that God continues to reveal truth and guidance to me. This kind of sounds like Amish, right? Think of the oats guy. I'm thinking of the oats guy. Okay, that's what I think of. Okay, when you say Quakers, I think of the Quaker Oats for sure.
Perspective, right? The perspective is that a lot of these people, this is the outlook that a lot of them have, is that they're worried that if another religion comes into America and it creates enough of a power structure that it will effectively exercise its will over the people and it will supersede the existing laws. And they look at things like existing blasphemy laws and things like this that are being added in the UK or in Europe, and they see that and they say, oh, well, if these people can live on their own, why are they trying to change the laws and make people tell what to do? Do you see kind of what I'm saying here? So why do we have to swap pussy Karens from Christ Karens? Because again, and I think that it's a lesser of two evils. That's the way that they see it. And that's the way a lot of people see it. Islam places more limitations on women than Christianity ever did. I don't care about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking.
Yeah, I kind of agree, Ashley. You know, I mean, I'm not religious, obviously, but I went to what's the word? I went to a Catholic wedding kind of recently, and I've never experienced anything in the realm of Catholicism. Ever. Okay, I grew up in Alabama. You know, I saw the snakes, you know, and the speaking in tongues thing. I've seen that, and I've seen like normal stuff. I don't know what's considered normal, but like, you know, youth groups and stuff, like Christian churches, like Baptists and stuff. Yeah, I went to a Catholic wedding, and the ceremony was so interesting. I have never in my life experienced. There was like singing, and everybody was singing randomly with the words, and they all knew the words except me. And it was like out of nowhere. Like the priest would be saying something, and then he would sing like the next two words and then stop singing. He'd be like, blah, 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 da, ba, da, ba, blah, blah, blah. And everybody in perfect unison would sing the two words with him. And I was like, whoa. Whoa. That was really good rhythm. It was very strange. No, it was kind of interesting. But like that was like my first experience. And everybody was like, and they would all do the same thing. It was very interesting. It was very interesting. But it was kind of spooky. And now I'm not trying to be an asshole at all. It just felt a little, and it's from my lack of experience with it, obviously. But it kind of felt like culty in a way. And that's just because I've never experienced any, and it was just like everybody was singing and they knew the words and it was all stuff I've never heard before. You know what I'm saying? So it felt kind of that way. So it wasn't bad or anything. It was just a very interesting experience. You know? So it's very strange. But you know, it's fun. It's because you're uncultured. Sure, yeah, I agree. All right. Okay, I think we got the idea around this. I think we understand now what's going on with that. Okay. I think we understand. Let's talk about Clippy, boys. We're going to talk about Clippy. Let's just go to the video from Rosman. From Lewis. Stop. From Lewis. Where is it at? The Clippy. God, it's a lot of views. So Lewis Rosman posted a video talking about Clippy. You guys know who Clippy is? If you used Microsoft Word on like XP, fucking Clippy, bro. You about to see some Clippy. It's called culture. Okay, I didn't say it was bad or anything. God, how dare you? I'm like, I was saying I was literally ignorant to it and naive, and it was kind of strange to me for the first time. God, I didn't say I hate you and I want you dead. Okay. Why is that what everybody hears? You know, it's kind of strange. I don't know. It's the first time I ever experienced something like that. It was kind of weird. Oh, so you're saying you want me dead? No, never. No, not at all. Actually, it was nice. It was peaceful. It was just strange, you know. So, all right. Clippy dog whistle. Yeah, I put this on Twitter today. I said I give it a week before Clippy is referred to by the media as a hate symbol.
To the Facebook whistleblower hearings with Senator Josh Hawley a few months back. One of the elements that stuck out to me was when they were talking about how if an underage girl has deleted a selfie, Meta keeps track of this because they know that this person likely has low self-esteem at that moment that they deleted a picture of themselves, which means that they may be more apt to purchase something from an advertiser of a cosmetic product. Sure. And I think about this within the context of what companies used to get in trouble for and what they do, or more importantly, don't get in trouble for today. I grew up in the 90s, a time when Microsoft had hell and fury fall down upon them because they bundled a web browser with their operating system. Whether you think this is a good idea or not, I personally think that a web browser being installed in every single person's computer that's standards non-compliant, that is so bad that you can literally get a virus from visiting a website, has its problems. But when you look at what it is that companies got in trouble for in the 90s, it just doesn't hit the same when you look at what companies get away with now. I remember having a Dell Dimension 233 back in the day, and if you wanted to get the one that had slightly better graphics, they would give you a free installation of Microsoft Office. And with Microsoft Office back in the day, it came with Clippy. Whether or not you like Clippy and whether or not you liked Microsoft Office or having an operating system that had the browser built into it that could easily get you a virus.
Fucking Clippy, bro.
When you visited other websites that were trying to invade your privacy, the one thing that you could say, unlike Facebook, who is trying to profit off of young girls that feel suicidal, Clippy simply wanted to help. He might have been annoying, but he just wanted to help. There were no ulterior motives. If you told Clippy that you were having a bad day, he wasn't going to use that information to try and figure out which advertiser to sell you to, nor was he trying to steal your personal data or get you to purchase other Microsoft products. He had no ulterior motives. He was simply there to help. Unlike many modern pieces of software, like what you get from Adobe or Intuit, where you can't buy QuickBooks anymore. You can't buy a video editor anymore. You have to pay a subscription fee for it. If I were to boot up that computer that has not been used for 28 years, and I wanted to start up Microsoft Word, I could do so without connecting to the internet. And Clippy would still be there, happy and as enthusiastic as ever, simply wanting to help. Adobe is another example of this. This is a company that tried to twist people's arms.
Yeah, dude, my I randomly will see that I got charged for my editing service, and it makes me want to die. Holly says my beliefs are rooted in Abrahamic tradition. Christianity can be dangerous because wolves in sheep's clothing. Some subsets are more cults than salvation. Christianity can't exist without free will. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Whew. You could turn them off. I did, and now I regret it. I regret it, Holly. I regret turning off Clippy. Because now he's a symbol of freedom. Our poor Clippy. Damn. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate you, baby.
Into having AI and machine learning stuff go through their personal data. Not public data, not the speeches that I give, not my website or my blog posts or my videos, but my private data, the stuff that I'm editing. And there were people that were not able to get into their account until they agreed to this new end user license agreement. When they are looking for access to your data, They're doing so because they want to train an AI on how to do what you do without paying you, without your consent. Clippy simply wanted to help. When Clippy would ask you if you wanted help with writing your letter, Clippy wouldn't even read the contents of your letter. He just wanted to offer suggestions. Game of Thrones had, I'm not going to spoiler alert, there's this Sons of the Harpy in season 5. They were these people that wore masks and they pushed back against the new regime. And the purpose of the mask was to let the leaders know that when you see people with this mask, we are against you and your new regime, and we are going to push back against it as often as we can. And the worry with the Sons of the Harpy mask is that it starts with one person putting the mask on. And then somebody else gains the balls to put the mask on. And then 20 or 40 or 100 of them put the mask on. And once 100 or 1,000 of them put the mask on, there's nothing that the leaders can do at that point. Enough people have put it on, and enough people have come together with solidarity. And they're going to do something about it. Now, granted, this may not be the best analogy because it was, spoiler alert, they were trying to bring back slavery, and they also were just bad people. Khaleesi kind of became a shitbag at that point, too. But besides, I think that Clippy is like a modern-day Sons of the Harpy mask. If you're tired of companies changing the terms of the sale after the sale and getting away with it, turn your profile photo to a Clippy. If you're tired of companies that have the ability to reach into your house and ransomware your products so that they stop working unless you pay them again, claiming that that's legal, but then when somebody tries to give you back access to what you bought and paid for, that's illegal, change your profile photo to a Clippy. If you're tired of sex bots invading the comment section on a regular basis and their comments always posting with no problem, but your comments being censored even when you're not saying anything that bad, change your profile picture to
Man, that happens so often. So every time I post a short or a video, there's like 5 or 6 instant comments that are just like sex bots. And they all have all their profile pictures are just ass cheeks. I'm like, are you even trying? Who falls for the ass cheek profile picture? Like, who does that? You know, it's weird.
But Clippy, if Google being one of the premier data mining companies on earth, not being able to tell that little fucking cat with 2 pillows next to it that they try to make look like an ass so that thirsty young men click it as they normalize sex trafficking on the platform that doesn't allow you to express an opinion bothers you, change your profile picture to a Clippy and let them know that you're not happy. Clippy never tried to normalize sex trafficking. He just wanted to help. If you're tired of companies saying out loud that the reason they want to keep you from fixing what you bought and paid for is that may take money away from them, change your profile photo to a Clippy. I never expected to win the legislative battle. It would be nice if I did, but it was never something that I set as I need to do this or I'm a failure. What I always hoped to do was win the cultural battle, where all of you understand what's going on and you decide that enough is enough. If I ever have a chance in my personal life to push back against this, I will. You're maybe not going to send that email that you're supposed to send to Interso to tell them, oh, by the way, make sure this chip doesn't end up on Mouser.com. Here's an NDA, blah, 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 the supplier agreement. Maybe you just forget to send that email. When there's a new consumer rights law that the senator that you work for is on the fence about supporting, and there's a lobbyist that's going to be against it that wants to have dinner. Whoops, maybe their invitation went to spam. I didn't see that. Sorry, boss. Maybe you quit before you create a fake paywall to test if your customers will pay again for what they already paid for. Or maybe when you send out that ransomware firmware update, you make it opt-in instead of opt-out. Whoopsie, if in some bizarro world it is actually illegal to make a thermostat work again, and this bastard of a CEO decides to try and get the individual in trouble, 10 cases to prosecute, only got time for 6. Maybe I just ignore this one. When a company CEO logs into their Slack and sees 10,000 Clippies looking back at them, what I hope occurs is that they intuitively understand that they no longer live in a world where they can get away with fucking over the consumer, that their employees, their partners are not going to be accomplices to this anymore, that they are alert and they are aware of what is going on, and they are going to politely but firmly push back against it. Every single one of those 10,000 people will be an obstacle to the anti-consumer practices and the anti-ownership practices, and it will no longer be another cog in the assembly line sending us all into a dystopia. There will be a moment where that one person who usually would not have a say in anything can be activated, and in that moment, keep the world from sliding further into a dystopia, or help push it forward in the opposite direction. But we all have to get together, and the first step is making it public that we know what's going on. That starts with a Clippy. On YouTube, if you're with me, I ask that you change your profile picture to a Clippy. At work, change your Slack profile picture to a...
This, by the way, this has so many views. It's freaking wild. Conquered by Clippy. Clippy for president. Let's see. I do truly believe that Clippy will be, the media will start saying Clippies like some kind of Nazi whistle or something. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to see. Look at all the Clippies. This guy changed it to the monkey guy. What's his name? Look at all these every damn person Clippy in. That's wild. They're all different Clippies. I do like how people are using their imagination with the Clippies. Look at that one. Look at that one. It's pissed. Look at all these Clippies, man. Look at all these Clippies. Yeah, it's gonna definitely be listed as like a hate symbol for sure very soon, I'd imagine. That's wild, dude. It's wild how the algorithm let that happen. Like let that video go so hard. You know? It's Clippy-ian. It's Clippy-ian. I'm gonna type in. I'm gonna look it up on Twitter. See what the Clippies are saying. Hold on. Where are you at, Clippies? Let's see. I'm just gonna type in Clippy. Clippy. Look at all the Clippies. I don't have it pulled up because at any moment ass cheeks can appear on Twitter. Look at all these Clippies, boys. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting movement. I like it. I wonder how. I bet there's already. Yep, there's already cryptos. There's going to be a Clippy coin. I'm guarantee you there'll be a Clippy coin ASAP. For sure, it's coming. The Clippy coin is coming, boys. There's nothing you can do about the Clippy coin. Him's coming. Join us. Join us in the Clippy verse. But the Clippy shit's not a cult. No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Oh my gosh, one of us. One of us. Never expected Clippy to be more than a nostalgia thing. He's back. He's back, man. Clippy has made a fierce and violent return. 20 likes away from 200, boys. 20 whole diggity damn likes. Aren't you guys excited? I'm so damn excited for the 200 like goal. Whew. I've been like weirdly exhausted lately. I guess this happens often. I think this is just age. You know, I think this is just age now. We're just the older you get, the more tired you. My PDH's theory was it was the longer you exist, the more things wear you down that we don't quite understand by science yet. I'm like, yeah, maybe, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, hay fever. Oh my gosh. Of course, there will be. It's a word. Then you turn into a coin. Yeah, sure. Well, it's the same thing. The Pepe the Frog. Like Pepe the Frog kind of started appearing randomly in like based, I guess, quote unquote memes, right? And then he was listed as like a hate symbol. Old Pepe. And I know so many people that like unironically use Pepe for funny stuff, like memes. And then they're like, oh shit, can I not use the Pepe anymore? Is that evil now? Clip coin. There you go. Oh, ass coin. Oh, you check your liver? How do I do that? Just like you reach in there and grab that some bitch and squeeze it. Pepe's funny. I think Pepe's funny as hell, yeah. I still do. I never really understood the thing. It's like applying a meaning to something. It's like the OK symbol being like a dog whistle for a long time. And it's the same thing as you remember the like when people did this, like rock and roll. They were like, it's satanic and evil. Right? It's every couple of years you get a new one. So that's how these. What's up, Third High Vision? How you doing, dude? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, buddy. All right, boys. All right. Big shout out to my boys here. Killed the Naked Snake goal. Nuked it into orbit. We're 7 away from 500 Naked Snakes in a row. 7 away. We got 27 members tonight. 73 from the big fat ass goal. I know it's a fat ass goal, but I was like, I'm gonna change it to 5 milk for another way to unlock the milk. The rock and roll thing was actually originated as a ward for evil spirits. Fun fact. Oh, isn't it weird? It's me, Mad MV. How you doing, dude? Did you know that if you master bet like 7 times a day, you won't get cancer? No joke. Wait, hold on. Bane Kitty out of nowhere. Did you know that if you make stomach pancakes 7 times a day, it's not possible? The more you know. I might just rather get cancer at that point. After first kiss. You won't catch a Clippy on me. Yeah, exactly. Unless you make a great point. That's like a data mining. Like what is it called? A honeypot? Who has that much free time? That's what I'm saying, Slaughter. Who the hell has that much free time? By the way, it's Cecil's birthday today. Are you guys excited? He's 39 for the 20th year in a row, I think. Not really. It's like 17th year in a row. He's 54, I think. So happy birthday to the Cease. Very supportive man that I love. Unconditionally. Sure, but you'll also be having to shave your hairy arm or your hairy palms. No, I had friends growing up that were like relentless. I'm like, I don't understand that. I never was like that. Chris McGraw says sending evil spirits or whatever. Dio's grandmother did it. Oh, rest in peace, Ryan James Dio. We love you. My B-Day is this week too. Oh my gosh, happy almost birthday, April. What's up, Helena? You're turning 39 on Tuesday? Hell yeah. He says he's turning 39 again, but he's 54. I might be wrong though. He's one of those. I think Cecil's older than Juju. Yes. Yes. What's up, Blob? Welcome back, dude. I hope you got your vodka packed and ready. Lots of Leos. My mom is a Leo. My mom's birthday was recently. She is also a lion. I am a fish. It's very sad. Of course, I'm the fish. Like, wow, how lucky of me to be the fucking fish. Very sad time. His girlfriend's 12, actually, Slosher. Oh, damn, Big Mike, that sucks. Exactly, McSteller. Exactly, yes. 100%, dude. Sean's palms are so hairy, he'd be mopping up at this point. Yeah, dude. Sometimes, hey, it's there's double use for it. That's why they call me Mop. You're a bull? What's a bull, an Aquarius? I don't know astrology. That's not the right word. I don't know. That might be the right word. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I remember, dude, I met girls back in the day that swore by that stuff, like unironically. Fidelio! Like they unironically swore about it. Like they swore, oh, a Taurus. That makes sense. 11 likes from 200, boys. Get on it, doggone it. Spam that like button. Fidelio. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, Fidelio. Hope you're doing well. I, too, am a fish. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Mr. Fish. We love you, Mr. Fish. Exactly, Fidelio. We're the same person. What's up, Sledge? Why are you up so late, Sledge? Razzle Dazzle says most girls still do. I don't know. No, you know, like when I say they swore by it, I mean they unironically would be like, "Oh, I don't date Sagittariuses," and I'm like, are you serious or is this a joke? And they're like, "No, I'm 100% serious." I'm like, "Okay, all right, it's just a person, but okay." You like fish sticks, Darakuda? I'm up because it's Saturday. Hell yeah, dude. Rock on. Yeah, same thing. Also, I'm always up forever and ever. I joke that with my ex's sons. All my employees, my ex-wife, and all her friends are like that. Really interesting. I went to my local record store and saw the Camelot band going through the metal section and thought of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like Camelot. I think they're good. No more Scorpios or Geminis for me. No way, no how. Yeah, Sledge. I couldn't imagine. That's too much. Ah, Billy. You didn't make the cut. Sagittarius, not allowed. Not allowed, Billy. No Sagittarius is allowed. Unfortunately, I apologize, but that's just how it is sometimes, Ben. No more Sagittarius is for you. No more. Beep, 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 beep. God, my ear itches. Oh my gosh. Did you see they put a net around the WNBA court? I don't think this is out of context. To stop the flying fillets. That's pretty wild. It's wild that it's still happening. Like I said on the Archcast, I think it's kind of cringe. Like, what does this prove? What is this supposed to symbolize? But people are claiming that it's like, oh, well, they're getting great ratings as a result. And I'm like, well, maybe. But yeah, they're putting nets around WNBA courts. It's very interesting. Why did you not do the YouTube play button celebration video? I did. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I think I did. I sent you a meme about that in Insta. Oh no. It was Kylo Ren saying, I know what I... Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so they instituted a no bag policy, and somebody still brought one in. So somebody smuggled it somewhere. Pretty interesting. Very strange. I don't know. I feel like they could totally slip through that net. You know? Oh, I don't know, man. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, what is going on with me? I just keep being tired 24/7. It's so frustrating. It's probably, I think I sleep too much. I think that's what it is. I think I'm sleeping too much. Brandon Herrera is running for Congress again. It's interesting. He did pretty well the first time around from what I remember seeing. I loosely followed it. Loosely. New COVID-19 variant. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to watch that One Piece Netflix show. I heard it was fantastic. And there's a season 2 trailer. And I'm like, well, I've never even seen season 1. I've never watched the anime, so I wouldn't know. Need more boomer juice. It doesn't do anything. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Dragon Ball Z is the GOAT. It depends. Super was... I loved Super until the Tournament of Power, and then I just wanted it to end. I'm like, please freaking end, man. It's like, why is there like 5,000 episodes of this garbage? You know? But, hey, man. I'm so out of the loop with so much going on. Yeah. Yeah, you take a break from social media for a week, and it's over. I did that like when I went to Gatlinburg like in January. I did not pay attention to my social media at all. You watched King of the Hill? I watched episode 1. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I do think now I think they have to kind of address a lot of like stuff, but I do think like every scene was like an app or a new thing like Uber and stuff. And I'm like, oh. But what's his face being hyper obese? Bill was hilarious. But I'm kind of liking it. You know, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna watch episode 2 when I get off here probably. Ray, Slyn, Sly. All right, boys, we're gonna raid Mr. Birthday Boy, Cecily. We're gonna give him some love because it's his birthday. So we're gonna raid Cecil, give him some love in the chat. He's a good dude. Thank you everybody for getting us to Naked Snake 493 in a row. We're 6 likes to 200, by the way. Get the hell on it, doggone. 27 members. That's huge. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I know April and Slosher and so many people gifted memberships. Let me scroll up and see. I know there was another 10. I think. Where are they at? Charles, 10. Chai T with a 1. Sean and Daracuda. Slosher, April, appreciate you guys. Huge super chats from Billy and everybody else tonight. I appreciate you guys so much for keeping it alive. We're so close to the 500th Naked Snake. So they had the money to do it again. Chris McGough, rest in peace. I'm sorry, Racing Sly. It's been almost 3 hours. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cut me some slack here, baby. Come on, man. So, what's up? Not sure. How you doing, buddy? Oh, hit it twice. You guys know how the world works. Let's do Naked Snake, boys. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love. You guys are goated as hell. A lot of fun tonight. We're 3 likes away from 200. Give us some love. Then we're going to raid Cecil. And I'll be back, of course, Monday, then Wednesday, and Saturday. I should be in Virginia, but yeah. So I don't know. I might stream. I might figure something out because I got to start doing that. I can't be taking days off because it's like negatively affected me for so long now. And I like streaming, you know. Tits out for the boys. Let's get on it, diggity dog on it. Give the boys some love. Here we go. Are you guys ready? 200 likes. Oh, Chai Tea coming in. Oh my God. Thank you, Chai Tea. Appreciate you. Here we go. I'm starving, bro. Dirt. Darkuda. Donna. Oh my God. Alina.
With darkness and silence through the night.
Anjali. Dude, everybody's going down. Look at that. Hot diggity down. Even Anjali. You guys ready? You ready, Artist Sphinx? Here we go. Ramos!
But you're so supreme.
One more time, boys. Snake eater. Hey, bro. In my time. Thank you, April. There been nobody else. Sean. Oh. Slosher. Crying. It's the way I fly to you, Ashley. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Derek Udon. Here we go, boys.
Someday we'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my God. Can you believe it? I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Yeah. In my time, there been nobody else. Fidelio! Yeah. Crying. It's the way I fly to you. Yeah. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. 493 naked snakes in a row, boys. Here we go. Oh my God, can you believe it? Thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support from the beautiful boys. I appreciate you guys so much for always being there for your boy. We killed it tonight. Big shout out to Billy Hatcher, of course, for being a wild man, a wild young man. And shout out to everybody else for being so good. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Mixed says I'm dodging memberships like it's my damn job. Hell yeah, dude. Make sure you got that shit turned on. Like the stream on the way out. I have new videos coming. We're going to raid Decease. Let me Decease. Because it's his birthday. Deceaseled. All right. Give some love to Cam Braid in the chat. I'll see you guys over there. Get the hell on it. DD dog on it. Hell yeah. Oh my God.